Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. We are so excited to have our friend here, Lillian Williams, and she is a full-blown psychic medium and so much more. Welcome to the show today. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm wonderful. You look so beautiful, so festive in your Christmas accessories.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
So I'm from Rutland, Vermont. Grew up on a seventh generation farm. That's been my family for 7 generations, and my birth actually marked the seventh generation of that.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well, I got to also point out, so you are, tell me, how did this work? From birth, you knew you had these gifts and talents. Could you explain, give us a little insight to who you are?
So when I was born, so like I said, I basically marked the seventh generation. So my great grandfather lived here, and he was like 90 in his 90s. He was basically an elderly old man. And basically, I grew up with the understanding of ancestors because he had an ancestral archive that he built in honor of the ancestors. And so I would literally see the pictures, and not only the pictures, but like what was scarier was like I could see the people in the pictures and nobody else could see them. Yeah. And that goes as far back, like literally as I could remember.
Oh
like
my
it's
gosh.
Not new.
So since you were a child, you had this gift.
And then I guess childhood trauma happened from a very young age. So I mean, that in a sense, it did, but it didn't block me. Like I've always had it, but like I wasn't really cognizant of the fact that I was any different from anybody else just because I grew up with it. Does that like so I didn't know it was any, does that make sense? Like for me, it was my normal. So I didn't know I was special because I can go into a room and I can feel everybody's energy. Like I'm a direct mirror to people. Like even if I'm not feeling something, even if I'm like, if somebody's angry in the room, like it's not that I get angry because I don't get angry. It's
but you feel their anger.
And then it's the spirits on top of that. So it's like human energy, spirit. So it's like, it's a lot. It's like
it must be. It's a blessing. And is it a curse? Like, is it too overwhelming?
So there's
sometimes?
definitely the double-ended sword. It's been a while. Like it's taken me like a lot. Like my first probably 18 years were basically just straight trauma, basically. And what I guess that kind of like, even though I always had it, it kind of that triggered me into, I guess, having it more so because I was just hyper aware all the time and being, I guess, chronically exposed to trauma, if that's a term, like it kind of forced me to like be up. So it's like my being in the spiritual realm, like I was doing naturally from a very young age. So I got to the point where it was literally easier for me to talk to spirits than it was for me to talk to people.
Wow. This is awesome.
And it got to the point where at like 18 where I literally was like, no, I gotta like, I started finding myself again. Like I blew my shoulder out at 19 because I was gonna do grooming. I worked in a vet clinic and I absolutely loved it. But I blew my shoulder out. So no shoulder, that's kind of hard working in a dog kennel or as a groomer because you kind of need that.
Well, I got to ask, just so people know your website, how do we reach out to you? What is the website again?
So my website is greenmountainmediumllc.com. And you can also call me directly. The best way if you're interested in booking any sort of appointments is to call me directly. And it's 802-282-7715.
Got it. Well, it's exciting to have you here so you can connect with those that have crossed over, those that have passed over.
And angels, basically any being, whether it be, if it's bad, I can deal with it if that makes sense. It's like I have a very strong team of like not just passed on souls, but angels. Like it goes above and beyond, and like there's a lot of things that like I channeled down that don't really make sense, but they make sense. Like I just know what I know and it doesn't make sense.
That is amazing. Okay, okay. So let me ask you this because when we signed on today, you said to me that my mom has been contacting you, and what has been going on with my mom? Tell me, how did you know it was my mom? And this is
Well,
awesome.
see,
So how
that's
does it
the
work?
thing. So I don't really know, see, because I can't comprehend it because what I do, it literally defies human logic and any form of comprehension. Like it's so, what I do is so above and beyond. I call it humanness. I
Yes.
literally call it humanness, being that it's like the angels talk through me. Like right now, like you could be talking to me, or you could be talking to spirit, you could be talking to pass on loved one, you could be talking to an angel, you could be talking to a spirit god, we could be going into your past lives. Like, and the thing is, it's not just my business. Like, there's literally no off switch.
Oh my
Like, it's
gosh, it
my
must be
life.
exhausting for you.
Then you talk about the double-edged sword.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the double-edged sword.
Wow. So we've had this interview booked for a little while. So my mom started coming through. Could you tell me what she was saying, or what did she want to tell me? Or
So one of the big things, she was like, make sure you tell her to wear waterproof makeup. She likes being prepared. Make sure you tell. She's just going on about how like how you like being prepared, and you should tell her.
I'm always prepared for everything. But when do I need waterproof makeup? Today I didn't put any on. Did she say for
Well,
when
I
and what?
told them to tell you. I told them to tell you because it was a message, but I think they think I'm crazy because I try to be normal and I try not to scare people if like they
No,
don't ask, or because you
no.
know what I mean.
I think you're awesome. You're good. So
There's a
water.
lot sometimes.
So is there something that I need to be? I'll be crying over soon, maybe.
Do you
Happy.
have children?
I do. 4 and 6.
Um, the little one, they didn't get to meet her, correct?
He was less than 2 months when she passed, and we all lived at my house, but she couldn't even really remember his name. She would call him Jasper, not Jackson. She was so drugged after her, she was sick with cancer. So she got to hold him,
So
but she wouldn't
she
remember
had a
him.
very dry mouth at the end. She was very dehydrated.
Okay.
Right.
Oh
This
yeah.
is probably I
Oh my.
literally physically experienced their stuff for physical confirmation. Now, was
Okay.
she like on a sponge feeder? She's showing me what's the deal with that?
No, we just would give her little spoons of soup, whatever she could take down in her
Yes,
last few weeks,
yes, but you would like hand feed her.
Oh gosh, of course. Yeah, yeah.
You took very good care of her, and she says thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Of course. Yeah, we were with her till the day and the moment she died. Yeah,
Hold on. I'm so sorry about the noise.
it's
If
okay.
you guys can hear that.
No.
Um, but yeah, the other thing. Now, did she have trouble breathing?
Oh yeah, it was the death rattle, the last 24 hours she couldn't breathe. She was kind of in a coma on my couch and just
And did you make
passed.
the choice to take her off of
She wasn't
life
on
support?
anything. No, she wasn't on life support. It was just cancer, and it was just till the end she was with us. So
But
no,
you took care of her all the way through, she's saying.
24/7. I moved just to have a house for
And
her
you
to
came
die
back
in.
home.
Yeah, I came back to her neighborhood, bought a house, and she lived
Now,
with
did you
me.
have to quit a job?
Yes. Yeah. I stopped
And it was a
working.
big job. She didn't want you to at first, but she says thank you.
Oh, you're welcome,
Because I
Mom.
think she was holding on and I think she thought she could beat it at a certain point. So
Hmm.
she was trying to be like, no, because I feel like it was kind of a big deal what you were working on.
It was a big television station in New York City. So it was a big job, but at the same time, it meant nothing because my mom was dying and that was
And
more
it
important.
did. And that's what makes you a good soul.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now the other thing, now did you hold her hand when she physically departed? Because
I held her
she's
hand.
telling me that you physically felt her passing.
I was tickling her. I was holding her. And then I was actually videotaping in one hand. I wasn't planning on videotaping her death, but I take pictures and video of everything. So she probably hates me for it. But it was so
No,
beautifully like,
she expects that of you.
yeah.
Because she's showing me the childhood memories now, and like it's like you've just always been either in front of the camera or behind the camera or just writing, singing. She's just
Yeah.
showing me like a but. What's the other thing was like? when you were little, because like she's just she's showing me like she used to take you to shows, or she used to take you to like certain things that kind of like inspired you.
Yeah, well, I liked dancing. I liked all those things. So she knew I did pageants. I did all those things. Like she never forced me, but I always wanted to do them and she allowed me to do
She
them.
knew
Yeah.
you were special from a young age.
Thank you.
Hmm. Oh, and what's the, is it your older child?
Austin is 6. She was
Now,
with
does he stare off and babble in his sleep or like wake up?
all the time. His eyes are open when he sleeps and he's always like this. Yes, he makes,
Do
yes.
you sage your house?
No.
Sage your house, first of all.
Okay.
Not to get into this, but definitely sage your house.
Writing it down. Why? What does that mean that he's babbling?
It's not necessarily anything. It's just always a good idea to upkeep your energy in sage.
Okay.
That is also a service I offer. But
Okay. Is there something wrong when he does that or it's
no, it's just I want to make sure only good energies are surrounding him,
okay?
because I feel like you are surrounded by like a lot of,
Negative?
no, not necessarily negative. You're just, I feel like you know a lot of spiritual, I'm not good, spirits. You know what I mean?
I feel like I can, like, I talk to my mom all the time, I think, but I don't know. And I feel like
You
there's
do.
signs like
And
the
see,
lights
that's the
flickering
thing.
and
Like
like the
you
music
vary
comes
on the
on.
mediumship. And see, that's where I can help you.
Okay.
Because for me, it's just so natural that I'm at the point where, like, I know I'm young, but it's like this has literally been like lifetimes in the making for me. And that's the thing. Like ever since I was little, like I've seen like I thought I was crazy because like I would literally see like flashes, like I would be there, and it's like I felt like I was there before with the same people. It was just in a different time period and a different place.
Oh my
Does that make
goodness.
sense?
It does. You have this amazing talented gift to help so many people, but it's got to be so hard for you. But it's a,
I mean, it is, but I try my best to find the greater good in it. And I mean, it's my full-time job. It's like everything happens for a reason. Like if spirit didn't pull my shoulder out and end my career at the vet clinic, like I would not be right here, because like
yeah.
my whole life has literally been leading up to this. They were like, and I was kind of fighting it too. I was like, no, no, I want to keep doing this. And they were literally were like, no,
This
we're
is what,
physically stopping you until you sit and you heal and you learn, because you have a much greater purpose than you even know, child.
wow. And so
And see, that's the thing.
is your
See,
purpose to
that's the
help all
thing.
of
They
us out
speak
there?
in and out through me.
Is it,
I sound crazy.
no, you're not crazy. Yeah, let me
Like,
ask you
and
this.
the other thing before I realized, like, remembered again, I say remembered again because like I've always been a medium, but like it clicked of the full comfort that, oh my God, I'm different. Of it being more like, it was like voices, because a lot of the times, like, what I get through sounds like my own thoughts. So it would be like my own mind was arguing with itself because I
Uh-huh.
was getting these intuitive hits and I didn't even know that I was getting intuitive hits. And it wasn't until I started journaling that I was like, oh my God. Cause like I also have the gift where they literally just take my hand and write. Like they literally cook through me. Like they were making, not to get into, I literally need a show or something because I just need a camera in front of, because they literally just come through me and cook. And they do these, like, it's like I need to be doing something else. And my brain just tells me, nope, you gotta go make peanut butter, banana, chocolate chip pancakes. And I'm like, I don't even know where this is coming from. And I don't even know how to make them, but I make them and they come out good. And I'm like, so this is kind of cool, actually.
No,
Where it's like right place, right time, right scenarios, right, you know, and it's like, thanks, spirit. Because it's like now that I'm aligned, it's like I'm just so much happier. And it's see, the thing is like I had to plug that into me. Like, because I spent a very long time and it was rooted in past life stuff of kind of, and I see this as a big thing like in society,
yeah.
like where we're as a whole way too focused on the fulfillment of like other people, like this chase of a soulmate or another half, and we're not a whole on our own. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And it's like the whole thing. You don't get anywhere if you spend your whole life chasing somebody else or
The
trying to fit the
idea
mold
of,
of other people, because
mhm.
you really have to step out. Does that make sense?
Of course it does. Wow.
And it's like, and it's like the voices in my head, it's like, I get very frustrated sometimes because like I'll be like wanting to have a bad day. I'll be like, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm human. Like
Yeah, of
I'm a
course.
perfectionist.
Yep.
I want everything to go well. Like my shadow side can be a little like, but that's the thing. You have as a spiritual person, no spiritual person can ever sit here, and no
Mm.
spiritual teacher can ever sit here and say they don't have stuff they need to work on, because we do. It never stops. Healing never stops.
Wow. 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 Okay. This is crazy. I love it. And it's not crazy in a bad way. I'm going to your website right now and I want everyone to do the same. Let's point it out again. It's Green Mountain Medium LLC. Is that true?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Stop.
And I mean, let me ask you this. So the types of things
I did the website all by myself.
you did? Oh, she can helps connect with past loved ones, as we talked about, higher guidance, wisdom, channel guidance, cleansing, banishing, past life romance, self-healing,
Don't
shadow
ask
work.
me about my own romantic life,
I won't.
because everything about that is literally channeled. Like it's spirit. Don't worry, guys. It's spirit.
All right. What about my romantic life? Is there anything my mom's trying to tell me?
Do you want me to say that now?
Honestly, yes. Say it, speak. You have my permission to speak anything.
They're showing me papers, legal papers. Is there talk of divorce?
Not even married. So maybe it's papers of marriage. Like never been married.
No, if there's, she's saying don't,
Okay.
because you have a gut feeling.
Okay. I just started dating someone, but no, I've never been married. But of course, that's, we all want that. But I don't know if my mom has another plan of me to be single forever with my kids, which is fine. But
No, because she literally just shut. You have kids. Was there a divorce?
no, no, I had the first one totally by myself with a sperm donor because I just wanted
Because
kids so
she,
bad.
maybe it's like maybe it's not marriage. She's just showing me like ripped up contracts.
Okay.
Unless, like you said, do you sign a lot of contracts for like your jobs, maybe?
No, no, I don't even have any. I used to have contracts for my job. So when I worked in television, but no.
Because she's just said like it. Maybe it doesn't. Those papers don't even. She's just showing me the papers.
Okay.
And like a lot of the times, like I'll say things in the moment and they won't make sense, but later they're gonna
Got
make
it.
sense
Okay.
because
Interesting.
time. So the two greatest illusions of all time are literally time and death.
Yeah.
We don't die and time doesn't stop.
Mm-hmm. That is awesome. So they're around us. So it's great to feel comfort in knowing that our loved ones are around us. It's not heaven above.
And
It's
they
is it
protect
around
us.
us?
That's the other thing.
You have
Like
spirit
the
guides. What do we
angels
have?
do take physical form.
Wow.
It's rare, but they do take physical form.
So do we all have spirit guides or angels around us? How does it
We
work?
do. And
Okay.
that's the thing. Like they're all around us, but a lot of the times people aren't willing to see them because A, they're stuck in skepticism. They don't believe. And in order for the angels to help you and for that, you have to allow them to. You literally have to even, in fact, verbally give them permission at times.
Wow. Okay. Good to know. So we should
And
talk.
there's a lot of things people like getting into spirituality. It was very hard because, especially for me, like nobody was like me.
Yeah.
It's like there were things on YouTube, like yes, like other spirit, but it's like nobody, because it's like I don't. It's like I feel crazy half it,
You
but it's like
feel,
I know I'm not.
but you felt
Like my
alone a
whole
lot.
life gets you, whether I want it to or not, my whole life gets used for spiritual intervention and to mirror the reflection of people back to themselves, whether it be negative or positive. And it's also
Mm-hmm.
to help souls transition. And it just goes way beyond everything that goes like there's so much to what I do that it is so hard to cover. And
Now, can I ask, does anyone else in your family have this gift or talent? And are they supportive of it? How does that work?
so my mom thought I was a little bit nuts at first.
With good reason, right?
They
But
all did,
mm-hmm.
including myself.
Mm-hmm.
I had a boyfriend at the time that was a not very good boyfriend. And that is basically why we broke up.
Mm-hmm.
when I started going through my spiritual um
Journey.
what was the question? They
Oh,
took
it
me
was
on a
about,
tangent.
it's okay. Your family, were they supportive of this? Are they okay with you? Like, was it hard for them at
Um
first?
yes and no. My dad is like very scared of like ghosts. He always has been. So, and there's been a few people that are like no. And it's like some people are great, but other people it's cause rifts.
Got it.
And you'll have that.
Yeah.
And I knew that going into it. And I'm thankful I have my mom. And now that I'm making a career out of it, I think my dad is a
Wow.
little bit
This is,
more. I think now that I'm making this into something practical too, and see, that's what I'm learning. I'm learning to balance practical and spirituality with this because for the past 2 to 3, 4 years, my whole life, I've literally just been in the clouds.
yeah,
Like, I've literally just been in the clouds.
just daily, but it's got to be a battle, right? I mean, I can only imagine. I wish I could say I can empathize with what you feel. I don't, it's fascinating to me, but it can't be easy. No,
I mean, it is, but it is in the sense that it's my passion and I wouldn't change it for the world.
yeah,
Like when I say spirit literally saved my life, they have saved me in so many more occasions than I can count. Like if I did not have the voices in my head, I would be very dead by right now.
yeah,
Does that make sense?
yeah. Can you
And
share?
it's like I feel like that's the issue, and I feel like a lot more things that are unseen and energy and spiritual things affect more than people realize.
Yeah,
Does that make like the unseen, the unheard, and the unknown has more impact than anybody knows.
wow.
Because if you think about it, we're just human.
Mm-hmm.
We've created a system because we're smart and we've evolved, but anything can crush that in an instant.
Wow.
And sometimes you just have to sit back and be thankful that we're here.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
yeah, it does. And you also
So,
work, go ahead.
what were you gonna say?
No, so you also work with families. I think it's a great thing.
I used to. It's kind of hard. Like I'm kind of permanently this kind of
But
issued for the rest of my life. I don't like that word. Um, so yeah, that happened at 19 and it's been a fun journey, but it connected me to spirit and I'm here and it's worth it. And I think it's spirit says it's my time to shine because I'm special and that my voice needs to be heard and I just need to stop being shy
yeah, and let it all
and
out.
stop
Well, you're
being
gonna,
perfectionistic because I'm good with like the content creation, my biggest block right now.
yeah,
And see, this is the thing. Like I hyperanalyze myself too. It's not just everybody I take on. It's like because that's where people fall into spiritual narcissism when they're just focusing on everybody. I'm constantly evaluating myself too because I have to because that's my job. Does that make sense?
yes, you're adorable.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, did you do this? That was
I
bizarre.
do accidentally
From the
affect
biggest
energy
capital of
sometimes, and
So
sometimes I
that
blow
doesn't
out
happen to the end of the
fuses
show.
and
I'm supposed to
stuff.
hit a button, and that just happened. We're not, the show's not over yet, but usually I hit a button, I say goodbye, and then I hit a button, and that just,
Am I interfering with the energy?
it is possible. That's amazing.
Spirit, stop it! This isn't funny.
This is great. This is great.
Hold on, I can't hear. 1 second.
Sure.
Is that better?
Perfect. But it was
Okay.
bizarre because
No, no, no. This is my life. Nothing is bizarre. I literally live it. Like I tried to deny it at first.
Mhm.
I literally just wanted to be a normal like 19-year-old and have a boyfriend and date, but no. They made me face and acknowledge my toxicities and address and heal them. And now they need me to do that for other people.
That is
And
crazy.
it's like so mediumship's the full state of surrender. So like I don't even really have a say in this half the time. like I say, like sometimes like I feel like a hot, I don't know, am I allowed to say hot mess on here?
Absolutely. You can even curse, but yeah, go ahead.
I'll try not to. No, but it's like I'll feel like a hot mess sometimes because like my house is a disaster and I'll be running around and sometimes all I get done is meditating or taking a salt bath or just relax because like I've been like so go 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 with like every it's like oh, I just need to like sometimes do nothing. And that's what my injury showed me. And it's like that's the issue with today is there's too much masculine energy because and I don't mean masculine energy because I don't want to get into the gender things because energetically it's not. It's just energy. So masculine, there's masculine energy and there's feminine energy, regardless of body, because like I said, so if you come from the perspective that we don't die and that time is linear, our bodies are literally just a vessel.
Yeah.
We take form, like our souls borrow it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like we can move on from this plane, but there is so much more than this earth plane. Like it's not just earth.
That's awesome. I can't wait. I wish I could see what you see. I can't. Oh gosh.
Spirit says I need to talk more.
Good. Keep talking. We still have 3 minutes left in the show. So keep talking.
Boy.
What else do you want us to know about you, your services, and how you can help everyone?
Well, I can help everybody because, I've spent a very long time addressing my own darkness and my own shadow. And not so much because I feel like the issue is a lot of people are afraid of it. Mm-hmm. They're afraid to address it, so they run from it.
Can I ask you what shadow work is? I saw that's one of your services on your website.
No, that's the other thing. If you're watching, there's somebody who's watching whose throat chakra is very blocked. And what that means is you're not speaking clearly or addressing your own inner truth.
Okay.
Or keeping secrets.
I wonder how many people right now are like, that's me. I think it's me.
Because I literally just almost choked. Or how there could be other things to that too, but I don't really want to get into that.
Okay.
Because I literally have to feel the deaths of people.
Am I going to be
choked so that's death? No. Oh, I won't be. And I just have to physically experience it. So like that's part of like that's how I know what they go through. Oh. Like the thing with me is like other mediums, like I've been told other mediums have a certain spectrum, but like I go high. Like does that make sense? And it's not so much high, it's just what I am.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's just what I am. Like my bit is literally what I am. And it took me a while to even be like, okay, I'm ready to do the business because it was like, okay, I want to be like actually ready and not like just be projecting onto people. So it took me a long time to be like, okay, I'm actually in a healed place where I can actually do this. And it also took me a while to get to the point where I felt confident enough. It's taken a lot of inner work to get to the point because it's like, yes, spirit has it. Like I know I'm going to hit every single time. Like that's not the issue. The issue is me being afraid of my own success.
Yeah.
And
no longer
because my thing is I know I'm special and I know there's a place in this world for me and I'm supposed to help and affect as many people as I possibly can. It's just and it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of because I will do it. It's just a matter of I need to be brave enough to and put my own meanness aside and just let me and spirit shine. Does that make sense?
Of course it does. And unfortunately at this time we're out of time. Could you remind our listeners how we can reach out to you? Can we see you? Can we talk to you? What do we do?
Yes. So if you would like to book a reading with me, you can. The best way to do that is by calling me at 802-282-7715. You can also find my website. But like I said, definitely calling me is the best way to reach me. And my phone number is not going to be advertised on a billboard in New York City. Because that's my personal number too.
Yay. Awesome.
So
those great things ahead for you. You got great energy, great soul, great. You're just so beautifully
you do too.
Awesome. Thank you. Really.
Thank you.
Like you are a doll and I'm so thankful to have you here. I gotta ask one other question. Are you on social media?
I am.
Great.
So, so there's green and then it's _mountain_medium for the Instagram. Do you want my personal Instagram or no?
Yes.
My personal Instagram is Lillian M. Williams. And then the Facebook is Green Mountain Medium LLC.
Perfect. I got you on both. I'm following you. You have a great day.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank
Guys, I
you
hope you
so
really reach out
much.
to her. She's a doll. She's clearly the real thing. She's tapping into everything and everyone. So please give her a call for a reading. Thank you for occupying our space and for being here. And Happy New Year.
Yes, I will see you in like 2 weeks.
Will we talk? Perfect. So we'll talk after the New Year, sweetheart. Thank you. Really.
Yes.
You made my day.
Thank you.
Really.
Good.
Have a great day,
Thank you.
sweetheart. Bye-bye. Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.